Here's the last 24 hours on Palestine, brought to you by Dropsite News. 4 Israeli soldiers were killed in Rafah, South Gaza yesterday after Hamas struck a powerful improvised explosive device around 9:30 am. 3 other soldiers were wounded, 1 critically. The blast occurred around 1.5 kilometers from the Philadelphia axis, where Israeli forces have conducted repeated raids. This is while 2 Israeli soldiers were killed in a stabbing and shooting attack on the Jordanian border yesterday. The attack was carried out by 57-year-old Jordanian truck driver Abdul Muttalib al-Qaisi, who was shot dead at the scene. Israel briefly sealed Jericho and halted Gaza aid convoys for review, though other routes into Gaza remained open. Meanwhile, a Yemeni drone strike hit the entrance of a hotel in Israel's Red Sea city of Eilat, setting off sirens and sending residents to shelters, though no casualties were reported. The Yemeni armed forces said the attack was part of a qualitative military operation and vowed to keep targeting Eilat until Israel ends its war on Gaza and lifts the siege. At least 33 Palestinians were killed in the past 24 hours, according to Gaza's Ministry of Health. 1 Palestinian was killed while seeking aid, while 4 more deaths were recorded, including 1 child, due to starvation and malnutrition. This comes as the Israeli military warned today that will operate under unprecedented force in Gaza City. This is despite the Palestinian Central Bureau of Statistics reports that roughly 740,000 Palestinians, about 35% of Gaza's population, remained in the north despite nearly 2 years of siege, repeated Israeli ground assaults, and mass displacement. Amnesty released a report urging states, institutions, and companies to end their complicity in Israel's occupation, apartheid, and genocide in Gaza. The report names 15 companies specifically, including Airbnb, Booking.com, Boeing, Lockheed Martin, Gilbert Systems, Palantir, and others, whose weaponry, technology, and services directly support Israel's military and settlement activities, and call for suspension, bans, and legislative action to stop them profiting or enabling Israel's war economy. America cast its 6th veto at the UN Security Council, blocking a resolution calling for an immediate permanent ceasefire in Gaza and the release of captives. All 14 other members supported the measure, which described Gaza's situation as catastrophic and urged Israel to lift aid restrictions. US advisor Morgan Ortaga said the resolution fails to condemn Hamas or recognize Israel's right to defend itself, while Algeria expressed dismay and apologized to Palestinians for the council's inaction. A group of Democratic senators led by Senator Jeff Merkley introduced the first Senate resolution to urge recognition of a Palestinian state. In a statement, Merkley said, "The goal of a Palestinian state can't be put off any longer if we want the next generation to avoid suffering from the same insecurities and afflictions." Spain has joined Ireland, Slovenia, the Netherlands, and Iceland in pledging to boycott the 2026 Eurovision Song Contest in Vienna if Israel is allowed to compete, becoming the first of the contest's big 5 countries to do so. Spain's state broadcaster approved the move after cultural minister urged a withdrawal over Israel's war on Gaza, while Dutch broadcaster said it can no longer justify Israel's participation given the severe humanitarian suffering in Gaza.